I want to show you my secret weapon, what I think is the best full body weight exercise. It's standalone, and you can also add dumbbells to it, you can add jumps to it, you can make it easier, you can make it harder. It is so versatile and it is so effective, and I can't wait to show it to you. It's called the Inchworm, and there's a lot of modifications for this. So I'm going to start off with the most basic form of it, and then we'll just keep adding so that you can use it in your own workout at home, or you can throw it in at the gym in between sets with other exercises. So the first one that I'm going to show you, you're going to do it with your legs straight. Pay attention to what my feet are doing. They're going to be hip width perfectly parallel, but basically you're going to attempt to fold at your hips, not your back. So tailbone up as you fold, legs straight. You walk your hands out, you take it into a high plank, and then you walk it back. Try to keep your legs straight the whole time. The feet don't move. And repeat, you fold it, you walk it out, you get into that high plank, you walk it back, you stand up nice and tall. If you can't do the high plank with the knees off the floor, you drop them. You fold it, you walk it out, you drop your knees, you get into your plank, you bring it on back. Now, if your hamstrings are too tight, you can squat. So you squat, hands on the floor, walk it out, knees up or down, bend the knees as you go back, and then you stand. So you've seen it with the legs straight, you've seen it with a squat. Now we're going to jump a squat. So you squat, you walk the hands out, you get into that plank, walk it back, knees bent. I'm looking out in front of me. I land my heels, I jump, I land back in that squat. I walk it out, I get into my plank, I walk it back, I jump my squat. Now we're going to add a push-up. So I've landed back down into a squat, I walk it out, I do a push-up, I walk it back, I jump. Now, if you can't do the push-up with the knees off the floor, you walk it out, you drop your knees, you do your push-up, you walk it back, you squat, you jump. All right, now I want to throw in some dumbbells. So I have here a pair of 15 pounds. I lift very heavy weights, so this is not a lot for me. You might need to do less. You're going to have to figure that out on your own in a safe way, and then progressively get a little bit heavier. So I've placed them next to my feet. Now I can do it a couple different ways. I'm going to grab my weights. I can either squat, walk it out. Let's go ahead and do that push-up. Walk it back into that squat, grab my weights, look straight ahead, stand up with my weights. So one more thing we can do with the dumbbell with our squat. If we have strong squats and we've been weightlifting and we've been doing this, and we can start to take it to another level. I've got my dumbbells, got my feet about shoulder width, parallel. I'm going to do a squat jump with my dumbbells. Walk it out, throw in that push-up, walk it back into my squat. I look straight ahead. I jump with my dumbbells. Walk it out, walk it back into my squat, look straight ahead, jump with the dumbbells. Now we're going to try this with the dumbbells, but this time instead of squatting, we're going to do a deadlift. So safely pick those weights up. Feet are in that same position. They're always in the same position. Feet hip width parallel or shoulder width parallel. Straight spine, I'm going to fold it. Tailbone goes up. Weights down. Walk it out. I do that push up. Walk it back. Legs are straight. You might need to get a little bend in there. You do your deadlift. So another great way to incorporate the dumbbells to now target the upper back is adding a dumbbell, and I've placed it pretty much where my hands are going to land, to the outside of one of my hands when I do my plank. But I'm going to walk it out. I get into my plank. I reach behind my opposite hand. I pull it up, set it down. I reach for it. I pull it up. I set it down. I walk it back. I'm going to squat jump. I look straight ahead. I jump. If you can't do that exercise with the knees up, remember you have the modification of bringing the knees down to the floor. So I've done my squat jump. I come down. Drop my knees, reach across the body, pull it up, set it down, reach across the body behind the arm, pull it up, set it down. All right, now I'm going to combine these, and I'm going to do it two different ways. I'm going to do one version that's going to bring a little bit more emphasis to the back of the body, and I'm going to do another one that's going to have more emphasis on the front. So I have a dumbbell out in front where I'm going to do my plank, and I've got two dumbbells where I can do my deadlifts and my squats. So let's grab our weights, feet or shoulder width, perfectly parallel. I'm going to do the deadlift here. So legs straight, I fold, I take my tailbone up, weights on the ground, I walk it out. Remember, you can always drop the knees. I get into my high plank, I'm going to reach across the body, do my row, walk it back with straight legs. A little bit of bend is okay. Come on up into that deadlift. Walk it out again. I'm in my high plank. You can always drop the knees without twisting. I reach, I pull it up, I do the other arm, walk it back, drop, grab my weights, bring it up. All right, now I want to do one with a little more focus on quads, tricep and chest, and core. So I've got my weights in hands. Hermione, go on. I'm going to squat down, set them down. I'm going to walk it out. I'm going to do my push-up. And then I'm going to do 4 to 8 mountain climbers. I'm going to walk it back into a squat. I look straight ahead. I jump. Land back down in a nice deep squat. Come on out. Do my push-up. Remember, you can drop those knees. Do a few mountain climbers. Walk it back into my squat. Jump it up. All right, so I showed you a lot of different variations of the inchworm. I love it. I use it in my own workout. I make my clients do it. It's so versatile. It's a great warm-up too. Don't throw the weights in for the warm-up, but it's a great warm-up. And then as you warm up, you can start to throw in those jumps. You can start to throw in those weights. On your days where you're focusing on your back, you do the deadlift, you do the row. On the days where you're focusing more on the front, you do the squat jumps, you do the push-ups, you do the mountain climbers. If you want to do both, full body day, throw it all in there. Try to get about, I usually set my timer for 2 minutes, okay? Maybe it's 1 minute as you start off. I've been a personal trainer for 20 years and I've been teaching yoga for 24. I've been in this for a long time and I love helping other people get strong and feel empowered. So let me know what you think and I'll see you next time.